Before he was the greatest slugger in baseball history, he was just a troubled boy from the streets of Baltimore, abandoned, forgotten, and locked away in a reformatory school. This is the unbelievable story of how Babe Ruth rose from rejection to become an American legend. Most people know Babe Ruth for his towering home runs, wild personality, and unmatched fame. But what they don't see is the darkness he overcame. Born in 1895, George Herman Ruth Jr. wasn't raised by loving parents. By age 7, he was labeled incorrigible and sent away to St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys, part orphanage, part reform school. He spent years behind cold stone walls, not for a crime, but because no one wanted him. Inside those bleak walls, something incredible happened. A monk named Brother Matthias noticed young George had raw talent and an unmatched swing. Day after day, he mentored him, teaching him discipline, hard work, and the fundamentals of baseball. It was here, on the school's makeshift field, where Babe Ruth was born. Not by fame, but by fire, repetition, and silent determination. By the time Ruth left St. Mary's, he was already something special. The Baltimore Orioles took a chance on the rough kid with the golden arm and the explosive bat. But it wasn't just talent that set him apart. It was what he had endured. The pain of abandonment, the sting of loneliness, the hunger to become something more. And every time he stepped up to the plate, he wasn't just swinging for runs, he was swinging for every kid who was ever told they weren't good enough. Babe Ruth shattered baseball records. He hit 714 home runs, changed how the game was played, and became the first true sports celebrity. But behind the cheers and headlines was still that same kid from the reform school. He never forgot where he came from. In fact, he spent much of his life visiting orphanages, schools, and hospitals, giving hope to kids who felt lost just like he once did. He wasn't just a baseball player. He was proof that your past doesn't define you. Your persistence does. Babe Ruth once said, "It's hard to beat a person who never gives up." He lived it. So the next time life throws you a curveball, remember the boy who had nothing and built a legacy that still echoes through stadiums a century later. Hit like if Babe Ruth's story moved you, and subscribe for more unbelievable true stories of grit and greatness. In the comments, tell us, what's your biggest obstacle and how will you overcome it? Because your comeback might be the next legend we tell.